Namaste Soul Tribe, welcome to the cosmic weather forecast for this solar eclipse and new moon in the sign of Libra, October 2nd, 2024. So, eclipse energy means we are removing something, and something here with the sun energy that is highlighted because it's a solar eclipse. This is something that has manifested into reality. Okay, so there's a pattern here that for the next 28 days, there's something from past karma, especially as we're seeing here. There is the merge of the sun and the moon in the 10th house. 10th house, Saturn and Capricorn energy. This is something that was part of your energy field. We also have the merge of Lilith, Mercury, and the South Node. So something maybe that was spoken or not spoken, something that felt like guilt and shame, and that created a certain repetition into manifestation in this present lifetime. So what is great is that with this energy you're seeing here, it's in opposition to the collective North Node from the 4th house. This is something that has been following through ancestral lineage. This is something maybe you inherited. This is something you've already lived again and again. This is why here, all my karmic chain breakers, yeah, amen, you're getting out of certain repetition. We're removing this with the solar eclipse energy, okay? So, how are we going to do this? We're going to want to be highly receptive to what our senses are signaling to us. Being sensitive to the triggers. I know we don't like to hear this, but yes. Being sensitive to what our body is signaling to us. Some of you follow the channel and you know that for Mercury in Libra, I was highly surprised. The picker card was messages from the body. As if we had shut down the voice, the messages, the line of communication between the body and the mind, okay? So we're rewiring all those things. The way that we're going to kind of talk about all this, I like to follow the wheel, okay? We follow the wheel, and all starts here. We have Goddess Kali and Muse Erato. Muse Erato is all about romance and poetry, and here, speaking highly of yourself, speaking with elegance, affirmation, anything that helps you manifest and embody more self-love is going to be part of this whole cycle. This is how you're going to be more magnetic. More magnetic, especially to attract more of your soul tribe. And I love this. This is where we have currently the midheaven for this new cycle. You know, it's a new cycle, new moon energy. Yes, it's an eclipse, but it's teaching us for 28 days how to attract more of our soul tribe. And it first starts with self-love. Speaking highly of ourselves, kindly, you know, affirming things that are good for us, good for our body, good into receptivity and empathy. Okay, here we have Pluto retrograde with Ishtar, okay, that are dancing together, creating a grand trine with Uranus also here in retrograde. We have here the 7 sisters, the Pleiades. Pleiades right now, this is a frequency you can find on my YouTube channel that can help you manifest more and attract more your soul tribe as you resolve some of your old mental prisons, okay? Here we have in the inner world, Imun Koeli, opposite to your public life, a lot of karmic endings because you're ending certain ways to feel about yourself. This is how you treat yourself when the day is over, you close the door and you're just by yourself, okay? So how do you deal with your own self, how the day went? Are you kind to yourself? Do you self-care? All of those things, they're going to matter. They're going to also support you to attract people that are more in alignment with your highest and newest timeline. We've been talking about those most abundant timeline. We've been talking about how the scales of power are shifting. we're bringing more self-awareness, light into the self. We're knowing thyself, okay? So as we're ending and realigning and resolving, eclipsing some of the past tendencies, you want to make sure also here we have a line of tension with the Chiron here retrograde in Aries, again to the public life. When you start healing some of your childhood, trauma response, you're going to be able to be seen in a different way, be seen and appreciated in a different way. Some of you, you know, or you don't, let me tell you, if you don't, I do have a karmic astrology playlist for the Chiron wound. Go and check out on my YouTube channel your personal placement. If you want me to send it to you, just comment down below Chiron, okay? I will send you the playlist because this is really in the works right now, resolving some of those childhood deep soul-seeded wounds, okay? So moving on here, we have an interesting merge here, and I put it between Rigel, so part of Orion and Jupiter, tack, 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 tack. This is line of tension, those green dotted lines, to Muse Cleo. Muse Cleo here in the 12th house, in the Akash. This is the muse of history. Things that you've lived again and again, this lifetime, past lifetimes, okay? And this is something you inherited that manifested in your relationships, in the mirror between you and others. So if you're struggling with that 7th house energy, your relationship, I strongly suggest you go and listen to Orion frequency, okay? So we have also in the 8th house, we have Mars, okay? This is actually a placement where we also have Sirius, the constellation, and you're seeing here, there's a strong line of energy with the muse Cleo, Urania. We also have Venus, we have Talia. This is the muse of comedy. This is the muse of astrology, the muse of history. So learning about astrology. Astrology is an algorithm for ascension, okay? Get on board, peeps. This is going to help you get out of your karmic cycle. So you're resolving a lot of things between feminine and masculine that are being transmuted here with this placement of Saturn retrograde. I've talked about this star activation. Some of you've seen a goddess is not created, she arises. If you want to get a little bit of that activation, you go and check out that reel, and this is connected to Sirius. So with Sirius, you can resolve and alchemize a lot of those past tendencies. Here with Orion, you're able to transcend some of the past mental patterns, okay, transcend some of those activations. Here with the Pleiades, you're able to find more self-love and expression so you can attract your soul tribe. So there's a lot here that we have to address before, booyah, the solar eclipse effect occurs. Okay, so this is how we're kind of like being led into that energy. Okay, so remember, if you want to receive some of those frequencies, you can comment Chiron and I will send you this playlist. You'll be able from that playlist to access my YouTube channel and also tap into the other playlist as far as the Starseed activation. I'm sending you many blessings and much love and light. Namaste.